this room. Let it all go, let it all go. No submission, this is 250. Greatness or death, this is how we roll. Before I'm laid to rest, I'll conquer the globe.
Yo, Michael T. Porter here, 250 Gemstones Exchange. This is where I give you guys great content, and in exchange, you guys leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Hopefully, all three of the above, and don't be afraid to share my videos. Pass me around, Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. And y'all know how I feel about my chizzing. If you'd like to support the channel, Cash App, $ Michael US. Also, check out my website, 250gemstones.com.co. Also, check out my Spotify podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, a fascinating discovery. Despite all the feminism, despite all the toxic masculinity, despite the gender war, women overwhelmingly still want to get married. I couldn't tell the way y'all act. I couldn't tell the way you keep telling everybody in public how your boyfriend is broken, ashy. I couldn't tell how you going behind your man's back and sleeping with their cousin, their brother, sleeping with the pastor, doing what you doing. I couldn't tell, y'all. I couldn't tell. This is according to ifstudies.org. Very great article. It says here that respondents were instructed that if they didn't want something at all, that they should put it last. Some women might have had multiple stages they never wanted, but even including second to last orders for marriage, at least 90% of women said that marriage is part of their ideal relationship. 90% of women. 90% of women. Here's where it gets real juicy. Despite premarital sex, that means busting it open, women getting their backbone out before marriage, and cohabitation being normative. So there's living with somebody you ain't married with. And I've done that a lot of times, and it's just best just to plan things out and get married. Or it's just best to get married, because if you round this woman, you blowing her back out, y'all having butt naked freaky sex, y'all sharing bills together, what's stopping y'all from getting married? So it's kind of crazy. We all have done it. Premarital sex and cohabitation being normative, being normal, the overwhelming majority of women still desire marriage. And as it turns out, 87% of them want marriage before childbearing, even though 40% of children will be born to unmarried moms. So what they saying, 87% of women want to get married, but 40% of the 80% will be busting open, will be single mothers. Now, first point. Hold on, y'all. First point, marriage. Second, single mothers. And this all goes back to planning, right? It's not normal for a woman to go through this world fighting this hard-ass world alone. And the way the world's looking, it ain't normal for a man to go through this world completely alone. You paying everything by yourself? Everything by yourself? That's hard in the bitch. Only 15% of people making 100K? Y'all got the numbers right? It's only 10%? 10 to 20%, somewhere in there. Let's say 15% of people make over 100K. So most people living paycheck to paycheck, and it's only getting more expensive. So for a woman to go through that's horrible. Men, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get this bag, we're gonna get this money, we are going to figure it out like yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? We are going to figure it out like yesterday. So women still want to get married. The question is, when are the women going to start acting like it? So you can have all the wants you want in life. You can have all the wants and needs and desires. But what are you willing to do to support your desire? What are you willing to do to support your needs? I need a man. What are you willing to do to keep a man or get a man to support you? I'm gonna get on the fellas too, because fellas be playing games too, women be playing games. Gotta stop with the games, because this is not. I don't see nothing funny about 87% women. 87% of women want to get married, but the marriage rate is declining. The divorce rate is increasing. What's going on here? What do y'all think? What do y'all think these numbers? 87% want to get married. We'll get to the 40% of single mothers, but it's focused on the 87%, their want, desires, and need. And you have every right. I support you. I think a woman should be taken care of, but not just be taken care of. You got to help your man. Y'all, it's a union. Women want a union, and then I heard that the men want to get married. So what's going on, y'all? 87%. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of women, y'all. That is a lot of women. 87% want to get married, because I still think women have an ultimate desire for men. That's one thing about all this gender stuff and bashing women and bashing men. You know, I bash both, but I am for fairness. I bash both because both need to be corrected. There needs to be a reset. A lot of y'all throw it off. Right? So the 87%, that tells me that there will always be a deep attraction for the opposite sex. With all this transgenderism, with all this debauchery, that's the word that's been thrown around on these internet streets. All this debauchery, all of this foolishness between the male and female species. There's an ultimate desire to love one another. I'll give me some sound effects. I'm gonna boost up this damn channel. Find me an app or something that can give me some sound effects, because it's just that deserves some type of actual round of applause. 87% lets me know women still have a deep attraction to their brothers. Guys' daughters still are attracted sexually, spiritually, physically, mentally to their counterparts, and vice versa. So 87%, that's a lot of women. What y'all gonna do about it, ladies? Now let's get to this 40%. How do they so this data is based off history. So 40% of women out of those 87 will be single mothers. Now this is where you ladies have to get it together, and men, but mainly the ladies, because I feel women have more responsibility because they carry the child. See, a man can bust up all up in you and then run off. Running off on the plug, running off on the Bible scripture, running off on the job, running off on the mother of his child. How do you run off on the mother of your child? Well, she's this and she's that and she's a bitch and she don't know how to show her goddamn mouth. Didn't you know that before you stuck it in? So you want us to believe she was only a loudmouth, conniving, self-absorbed biatch after you busted a nut? Stop with the BS. 40%. So this data is based off the women. You're just doing a collective data. You get so many women, and they, were you married when you had the child of the wedlock, child in a marriage, blah, 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 do all the research. So they already predetermined based off the data that 40%, that's half of the women that want to get married. Only half of the women that want to get married, they will be single mothers. It's already been predetermined by the stats, data, and statistics. That's going to have to change. So that lets me know there's men that's playing games and there's women that's playing games. Or women, now see, some women in my experience, would you like to hear my opinion? Would y'all like to hear my opinion about my experience? Of course you do. That's why your ass is here. Women really do. There's some women that really want to get married and they'll do anything to get that ring. Or believe doing what they're doing will get them a ring. Even trying to trap a man with a baby. They want marriage so bad. They want to have family. They want to have children. They want to have a nice career. They want it so bad, but they don't want to go through this world alone. So they need somebody in their life. And a lot of guys ain't ready for marriage, or wherever the case, guys ain't getting married. And they'll put on a little lingerie. They put on some little thongs and oil their bodies up and get that man some of the butt naked, freakiest sex, right? None telling the whisper, no, baby, you ain't got to wear a condom. It's okay. I'm on the pill. They probably lie, I'm on the pill. Or she should probably say, he probably gonna ask, baby, are you on the pill? She's like, Now, she looking as good as she's in the nastiest position. What you think the man gonna do? He about to go up in her, right? So This happens because people don't plan. The 40% of single mothers, that's because people ain't planning. Some women are very desperate and they'll trap a man with a baby. That's a lot of that going on too. But y'all let me know what y'all think. 87% of women want to get married. 40% of that 87% will be single mothers. 250. I'm gone.